This video, I'm going to be sharing with you a guided meditation for opening your own heart. This meditation is going to help you to become more self-love, to understand who you are at a deeper level, and I'm going to share with you ways of going about that process. Welcome back to another video. My name's Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some ideas that then go into a guided meditation that will help you to expand your heart center and to understand that as you do this, you actually become more of who you really are. Now, as you know, with a lot of the videos I've been doing recently, if you've been watching my channel, what I do now is I do a first part of the video is mainly just like awareness, kind of like the old videos, awareness, practical tools and techniques we can apply in our life. The last half of the video is going to be a guided meditation that helps to wire all of this information in. Now, at the fundamental level, one question that people ask me a lot is how can they attract a relationship into their life? Or anything to do with relationships with other people, attracting love. And the key to this always is the degree to which you feel self-love within yourself. So being able to generate that emotion from within, because a lot of times we grow up believing that we are not whole and complete, and that if we find someone outside of us that can reflect that love back to us, we'll feel good. But the thing is that will only last depending on how the relationship lasts. So once that relationship, or if that relationship does go away, then all of a sudden we are stripped of the love that we felt. So the key to this is knowing that we attract the best version, the best person that can complement us when we are in self-love and we are doing what we love. So the reason I think it's important to, in a way, reframe this is because when we start to come at it from this energy, from this understanding, that the question goes from how can I find someone in my life to more so how can I love myself more, we then see that the more we do this, the more we will get that anyways. Because the way people respond to us depends upon how much self-love we feel for ourselves. Because there is something called the law of state transference. Now this is kind of like, I don't know if this is an official law like we would think of the law of gravity, but nonetheless, it is people feel what you feel because feelings are contagious. So if you were to walk around thinking and feeling that you weren't worthy, then what would happen is you would link up with people. Subconsciously, you'd be sending them signals that say, hey, I don't feel worthy about myself. And a lot of times then, if people have a manipulative type personality, they may try to manipulate you because they see that you are susceptible to it. So the key to this is being aware of how you feel about yourself, and then instead of looking to the outside for the change, looking to the inside and doing the self-healing within us by knowing that that is our natural state of being. You know, so a lot of times as well when it comes to doing this kind of inner work, we think that it's about piling on some type of new perspective. It's about piling on a new perspective because when we do that, hopefully we get a little bit higher. But the real understanding of this is that love is our natural state of being. Love is who we are. Love, generating love, does not waste energy. Think about how much energy it wastes for you to feel resistance, for you to feel and to doubt yourself. It takes so much energy. You'll feel depleted. You'll feel like you want to go take a nap or something. The key is knowing that that is our natural state of being. So the key then becomes not how can I get up here, but how can I let go of all these lower emotions? And the way we let go of all these lower emotions is with the awareness that they no longer serve, the awareness of where they come from, and then simply the intention to let them go. So the key to all self-healing is self-love. It is connecting to our heart center. Now, what the Heart Math Institute has shown, and I share this study a lot because it is so powerful, it is the most underused thing when it comes to either us attracting what we want into our life or just us feeling connected to who we really are. It's understanding that the electromagnetic energy in our heart is thousands of times more powerful than that of the head, but nonetheless, people still go about trying to manifest what they want with their head. The idea is to move it into the heart and then to put the intention there, to still use our minds. We do it with intention, but we do it from the feeling space of feeling within our own heart. So the way that we can actually do this is by simply putting our hands out like this and putting our hands over our heart. You could do that right now. Just feel the energy inside of your heart. By simply putting the attention inside your heart center, you are automatically starting to grow the electromagnetic energy around your heart. The Heart Math Institute has shown this. And by doing so, you are then making yourself more magnetic. By doing so, you are then connecting to more of who you really are. By doing so, you are creating what is called heart and head coherence. So imagine and understand that your heart does have an intelligence as well. Your heart has an intelligence of neurons that are actually inside of the heart that communicate with that of the brain. And the heart actually is able to differentiate information a second earlier than that of the brain. It's not even a second, it's like a millisecond, but the heart feels before the brain interprets. Just like when a baby is like being developed in the womb, the heart develops before the head. And when we start to live from our heart, that's where a lot of self-healing happens. Now, me, for example, what does this look like? Well, for me, what I've done is every morning I wake up now, I spend the first about 5 or 10 minutes of my day when I meditate. I actually put my hands over my heart and I feel into my heart center. I don't really focus on my head, and I do observe my thoughts, but I more so focus on the feeling in my heart and increasing that energy and feeling more of that love. That's what I've been doing, and I have found profound results from it. I've been doing it for about a month and a half now, and my days are easier. The information that I put in my videos, because the first thing I do every morning is make videos, it flows easier. Things happen easier than ever. More opportunities are flowing in my life than ever before, and the action I take is more leveraged. So this was like the most under-tapped thing for me, because when I first started the YouTube channel, it was all about how can I help people to take more action? Because for me, action was rewarding me so much. And still, I love taking action. I love what I do. I work probably 12 hours a day, but I love what I do, so it doesn't feel like work. But I'm not saying everybody has to. I'm just saying that I realize the more I put into what I do, the more I get out of it, also from a contribution and a feeling point of view. But nonetheless, what I'm saying is that action at a certain point becomes resistance if we aren't aligning with the emotion within our heart center. That's what I've done differently, and now I get this kind of flow state with almost everything that I do if I set the intention for it. So what I encourage you to do, we're going to get into the meditation here in a minute or two, but what I encourage you to do is every day to wake up in the morning, what you can do is listen to the meditation that you're about to listen to as well. And you can use it as a way for you to get more into your heart space. Do it for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, put the awareness inside of your heart, and watch how your life changes. Watch how everything in your life changes, because you start to live from the authentic place of who you are, from your heart space. And watch how people respond to you differently. I've done that meditation. When the first week or two I did it, was like the profoundness of like how people were treating me different. You know, not that I needed people to treat me a certain way, but I just noticed that as I was more present, as I was more centered within my heart space, I'd go to the gym, like a random place like the gym, and just so much more people were like eager to talk to me. Like people I see all the time, like normally, hey, what's going on type thing. And it was like more so people like wanted to like get and engage in conversation. And it was just this interesting thing, because I realized that people were responding differently. I felt like people could feel it at a subconscious level, because our heart energy, the electromagnetic energy around our body literally expands when we do this exercise. So imagine subconsciously I'm walking around, they're feeling my energy field has expanded from what it normally is. And once again, I'm not saying I'm enlightened. I'm not saying that like my energy field is some like cosmic great thing. I'm just saying in general, it was more than it was before. So when I see someone the next day, they're like, oh, something's a little bit different about him today. So this is what I encourage you to do, because understand that the more you also increase that energy in your heart, the more magnetic energy you have to manifest what you want. So if it's a relationship, feel more of this unconditional love in your heart regardless, just because it feels good, just because it's who you are, and you'll find that people respond to you in a different way as well. Remember that when it comes to manifestation, it is about an elevated emotion, which is a heart connection, mixed with an increased intention. This pinnacle right here is everything you want to experience. Now the key is knowing that that elevated emotion should be attached to who you really are, what you're really passionate about, your heart space. Because when it is, it's an expansive energy that helps everyone you come in contact with. But that is everything you need to know about manifestation. It's elevated emotion, increased intention. Boom, boom, right there, that pinnacle. Boom. So that is where the power is. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into a guided meditation that helps us to let go of any layers around our heart that may have formed. any layers of blockages that we may have put around our heart at a certain point in our life. Because what happens is, as we grow up, certain negative events happen. And the way we interpret those events will sometimes cause us to put this little protection around our heart. Because we're saying in the moment that this is how I have to be in order to protect myself. And we subconsciously put something around our heart so that we can't actually feel love to other people, because what if we get hurt? What if that person doesn't love us back? What if we are vulnerably loving someone else and they don't love us back? We start to put this armor around our heart. And the key is understanding that we can heal ourselves. And what we're going to do is a guided meditation that opens our heart, that heals us of these layers. And we're going to also connect to our heart space and understand that we're going to do that. And when we do that, that we can always come back to this place to heal ourselves at this deep level. This is where all self-healing happens. It's within the heart. And as we begin to tap into it more, you will find your life transform as a reflection, because everything on the outside is a reflection of the inside. When we heal our heart, we will then bring in new opportunities, new people, new level of resonance than ever before. So I want to encourage you to know that this can be very powerful for you if you choose to. So with that, let's go to move into the meditation. What we're going to do is we're going to breathe in, we're going to breathe out, we're going to put the awareness around our heart, and then I'm going to guide you through the process of feeling more connected to who you are. So if you can, either lay down or sit down, and we'll go ahead and get into the meditation. Let's take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. Feel your body relax more and more. And then put your hands over your heart, your palms faced over your heart, and begin to feel into this heart energy. Begin to put your attention there, and the more you put your awareness in your heart, the more the electromagnetic energy around your body grows. The more you feel connected to who you really are. Now breathe in again, and as you do, feel yourself relax as you breathe out. Breathe it out. Put your hands over your heart again. Feel the warmth come from your hands. This warmth is increasing the energy inside your heart center. Now close your eyes if you can. And imagine now that there's a sphere of energy inside of your heart. It's a sphere of green energy, emerald green. And as it spins clockwise, you can feel it becoming warmer and warmer, increasing your connection, that you feel the awareness of your connection to your heart space. And the more you do this, the more that you feel it. So from this point going on, it's going to become easier and easier for you to connect to your heart space. Feel that energy raise more and more. Now it's spinning faster and faster, and the faster it spins, the more you feel this energy in your heart, the more you feel connected to who you really are. Now imagine that in front of you right now is a big, heavy trunk. It's a trunk that you can store information in. It's a trunk that you can store energy in. Now what I'm going to ask you to do is to pay attention to how this trunk looks. Look how heavy it is. Now reach down and open up the top of this trunk, and notice how heavy the top of the trunk is. Open it up. Now anything that you want that's no longer serving you, you can put inside this trunk, because this trunk transmutes energy. And what you can now do is put any energy that's not serving you, any of your worries, any of the thoughts that you prefer to let go of, and you can put them inside this trunk right now, and know that as you do, it will transmute them into positive energy. Put all your worries, any stresses, anything that's been on your mind inside of this trunk. You will not need any of those emotions in this exercise. go ahead and close the heavy top to the trunk. Close it down, and now turn away from the trunk and look in the other direction. Now notice that you can see a door in front of you. Walk over to this door and notice that on the top it says the connection to your heart space. This door we are going to go through in a minute, and as we go into this room, what we're going to notice is that we connect more to our heart space than ever before, and that we go to a sacred space in our heart that we have always had connection to, but we have simply been unaware of. Now open up this door and notice that as you look in, you can see stairway going down into the room. The stairway has an armrest on it, and you notice that there's a bright light at the very bottom of the stairs, and you know that down there is a connection to your heart space. Now what we are going to do is we're going to start walking down these steps into our heart space, and with every step we take, we're going to feel more relaxed, more connected to this deeper core of who we are. We're going to feel the energy in our heart space increase. Now take the first step. Feel yourself relax, moving deeper and deeper into this relaxation. Take another step. With every step you take, you feel a double the amount of relaxation as the step before, double the amount of heart energy inside of your heart, speeding up. And now we're going to take 10 more steps down these stairs. With every step we take, we are going to feel this energy spin faster inside of our heart space. We're going to feel more relaxed, more present. Take a step, 10. Feeling the relaxation through your body. 9. Feeling the increase in your heart center. 8. 7. Feeling it increase now. 6. 5. 4. 3. Now we are getting close into this room. 2. Double the relaxation and double the heart energy inside of our body. 1. 0. Now we notice this room, this sacred space inside of our heart. Feel how it feels inside of your heart center right now, how you feel so connected to this authentic part of yourself. And notice what this area looks like. Whatever comes to you, accept it. This is your heart space. Now notice how you feel. Notice how relaxing this room is. How much the vibrations have increased. Now this is a room that you can go anytime you want to heal your heart. In this room you can communicate with your heart center at the deepest level. And all you have to do is put your hands over your heart right now, and you can feel such a strong connection with your heart, and your heart will communicate and let you know anything you want to know. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to see if there's any message from our heart center. Now ask and say, do you have any messages for me? And then listen for the answer. Now ask your heart, is there anything that you can let go of that no longer serves? And pay attention to the answer. Now, let's set an intention to let whatever we are holding on to that no longer serves us go. And what we are now going to do is we're going to take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. We're going to breathe this and feel ourselves let go of what any emotion no longer serves us inside of our hearts. And we're going to know that we are letting it go. Take a deep breath in. You breathe out, let any emotion go. Now put your hands out in front of you and ask your heart center to send you and put inside of your hands a ball of healing energy. A ball of energy that when you put in your heart in a minute is going to completely transform any layers around your heart. It's going to allow you to heal yourself at the deepest levels possible. This is going to transmute any negative emotion and allow you to feel more connection in your heart than ever before. So imagine now, put your hands out and feel a greening ball of energy inside of your hands. Feel it begin to spin faster and faster. Feel the warmth. Feel this energy. Set the intention that it heals your heart. Feel it now inside of your heart. Now what we're going to do is compress that energy, smaller, even more potent, so powerful now, and then put it inside of your heart. And feel yourself begin to relax. Feel yourself begin to feel waves of self-love now flowing through your body. Waves of emotion that you haven't felt consciously in such a long time. And feel this flow through your body. Take a deep breath in and out. Feel this energy flow through you. Love is your natural state of being. And this is who you really are. Now imagine that your heart is now smiling. You can even physically smile with your mouth and your eyes. And imagine that your heart space and your heart is smiling as well. Feels light, feels happy. You feel connected to your heart. And set the intention that that from this point going forward, you start to live more from your heart space, because this is who you are. Set the intention that anytime you imagine your heart space smiling, that you feel the emotion that you feel right now. You are now anchoring this into who you are. Your heart is now healed. You are now a new version of yourself. Thank your heart. Thank this healing energy, and know that from this point going forward, everything has changed. And what we are now going to do is we are going to go back up those stairs and come back to our waking reality, to be more alert, more present to the moment. With every step that we take, we're going to feel more alert and present, knowing that we have transformed, and knowing that before the end of the day today, we will see a reflection in our life of this healed state of being. Now begin to walk up the stairs. I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. With every number I count, you're going to feel more alert, more present, knowing you're going to have an amazing day today. 10. Take another step. Feel more alert and present. 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Feel yourself now start to move around. 3, 2, 1. You could open up your eyes now and know that you are forever healed. That exercise we just did is an exercise of connecting to this sacred space within our heart. When we went down into the basement of our heart, we went from our head and into our heart center. And from living from this point of view, if we are able to do this consistently, we will start to live from our heart space in a totally new way, and it will forever change your life. So what I encourage you to do is to listen to this for 21 days to get the maximum benefit out of it. I also have a free emotional transformation training series that you can go ahead and see in the link below. That will help you to transform your emotional set point so that you feel at a higher vibrational state of consciousness. That's in the top of the description box. You can go ahead and sign up for that as well. And other than that, I'll be doing more live Q&As on Instagram. So if you want more live interaction with me and to be part of live meditations, go ahead and follow me there as well. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already. And other than that, I'll see you on the next video. Peace, much love, and namaste.